Hello, Summer. Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby boo. Right, so this week's vlog, guys. Obviously got some black liquid dye that I've seen on the interweb. So I'm going to give that a bash. Not in this pond. I'm going to show you something in a minute. I've got a small little pond which I've had for years. It was a gravel light pool, only a tiny thing, just for newts and things like that. And that I inherited 2 goldfish from a small. I had a pond here, and it was like that deep out of my deck, and it just ran from there 4 meters long to here by about that wide. And it used to have all black bamboos in this sort of trough, so this was all black bamboos, but then it got a bit tighter and I thought I wanted a pond, so I thought, right, I'll create a water feature, and you get a goldfish, don't you? And then I got a couple of koi, and then I got this bastard. Oops, sorry language, but that's how it goes, that's how it rolls. So I've had a bit of a it was my birthday on Monday. I've had a few bits and bobs. I've now sorted this out because this was leaking. This was all wet and I'm doing my nutting, so I've got rid of the jar now and I've got it still working. I've glued all this up now so it's all working fine, and look at all this water, look at this dirty water that I've got. That's in just a few days, so it's working a treat now, that is. Is it having an impact on the pond? I don't know. Anyway, it's working, so it can only have a benefit, can't it? It can only be beneficial, that's all I can say. It can't not be, can it? I've got a little I bought a little solar fountain thing that floats. That's just charging up at the moment. Bought a couple of some post lights, solar. They're quite bright, they are. Only about 13 quid off Amazon. So I'm going to walk down this is where we run the orchid supplies from. Kids' old trampoline that they don't use anymore because they're grown up. Got to get rid of that. And then this is my little pond. So this was like gravel and it's quite shallow, but about 2 years ago I decided, right, let me redo this. So I dug deeper, pulled all the liner back, and I dug deep, so that's about 1.5 foot in that middle bit, and it's absolutely loaded with newts. This has always been loaded with newts in my garden, so I thought I'd keep it that way. Frogs, newts, you name it. I've just got a net in there. I just skim this top off, but there's no filtration to this at all. And there's a couple of goldfish in there. There's one there, and then there's they're called Cosmos or something like that. Cosmo, the like red and white ones. So see, so they're not dying or anything. They've been in there 2 years. But it's always green because there's no filtration. So what I'm going to do, I've put a little lily in there as well that I've been trying to get going. Just put it in here because it was on the growing side, and that's going now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this black dye. So it gives rich black finish to water bodies, deep natural mirror-like finish, safe for fish, plants and animals, UV inhibitor and blocker pond water dye, reduces sunlight and helps eliminating algae. And this little bottle, it's not cheap, there's 250ml trees up to only 1,000 litres. So, and I think this was £15. So can you imagine? So to get, I think there's a 5 litre handled one they do. So for a pond like mine up there, which is 10,000 litres, has cost me a lot of money. So that hence why I'm not bothered. Then I thought, well, hang on a minute, will you see the fish? So I'm going to try it on this because it would be nice to get this to a black sheen. So let's give it a bash. Now it says 25mm per because I don't want to get it all over me, of course, but I think I'm going to, because it looks like it's got a real thick top on it. I'm trying to get an hole in it. Look, that is really thick. I wonder if they give you some gloves. Here we go. I'll use my old pump thing that I've got. See, this is going to end in disaster, isn't it? God. See, I should take heed and use the gloves that they give you. So it says the destructions. You won't be able to see that, I don't think. Gives a rich colour finish to the water. Do not allow concentrate or strong solutions come into contact with stone or dyeing of surf could occur. Only add to water body where there is agitation. This is to ensure adequate mixing. 5mm treats up to 21 litres. So obviously what I'm going to do is, in fact, what I'm going to do, I'll do it this way. And then get my net, because I'm not bothered about this getting black. Which has gone darker, not as green. So, me being me, a bit more. Bloody hell. I suppose I should have got all the leaves out first, shouldn't I? But something growing in here. What's this? Great big stick. I'll tell you what, I think I'll kill 2 birds on my wildlife pond, or goldfish pond, or whatever you want to call it. Water feature, and just grab the stuff on the top that you can. Now I know what you're saying, guys. Why the hell are you doing this? It's a wildlife pond. Leave it green, Keith. Well, you know what it's like, guys. I do have a heart, and I know the fish seem happy, but I do feel sorry for them. And I know they're not going to get a better life with this, but I also wanted to see what happens, because to see how black it makes the water. What would have been more interesting is if I did it in a clear pond. Do you know what I mean? What would happen? Would it actually make me water black so I can't see the fish? The koi. That's why I didn't put it in there. But with these, I can't bloody see them anyway, because the water's frigging green. So anyway. So there we have it. So what I'll do now is put my bloody lid back on there. Still looks a little bit green in places. So a few more drops. Put my lid on. because this looks like it could absolutely get everywhere. I can't stain my net though. No, just a bit of a feckle. You can get this in blue and all sorts of colours. Just sprayed myself to get these few last bits, and I'll leave it to settle now for a day, and then tonight when me little fountain thing up there, get some power into it, because it's got batteries as well, so it should work when the sun's not out. I will put my solar spray thing in to try and get some water agitation going, if you know what I mean. So I'll probably look back on this on the video and see what I think. I mean, it looks good from a distance, don't it? I think. Yeah, I think it does actually. It looks better black than green. I mean, you're getting a better reflection, definitely. I mean, look at the reflection already. Obviously, because my water's green, it needs a filter to get rid of the algae particles or a UV. I've not got one. It's only a wildlife pond, so hopefully you find that of interest. And if you've got any water features, or I think where it'd be good is if you've got sort of, we ain't got what, you know, well, water features really, or ponds, reduces sunlight and helps eliminate algae. So we'll see how that goes, and let's see if that it does actually clear the pond up, if you know what I mean. So that's 12 minutes worth already. That's ridiculous. Some apples coming. And my espalier. Train these as a espalier, look. Our espalier is horizontal. So train that. Plant filter's doing awesome. Dog's enjoying life. There's the odour bag that you get. Back to the pond. Fish doing okay. I've actually this here, I used to have this as a floating basket with lilies in. You can see them. What I did, I put this hanger and I took the floating pot off so it sunk to the bottom. Well, of course the koi just keep wrecking the leaves, so it's not had a chance to grow, so I've brought it up to the surface now. What I sunk it for is, I think, a couple of koi knocked the heads on it, like that one there. You can just see the white on its head, look, ages ago, and knocked the benny off. But I'm not getting no growth out of it, so I don't know. I might have to move it to that little pond down there. So yeah, foam's going well. I'll come out here tonight, chill out. Put the old sprinkler thing on my jobby. I got that for my birthday the other day, so thanks for watching. It's not the end. There'll be another probably 7 minutes of something going off. I think I've got to put some chloramine tea in there. Wisteria standard's not doing growing, but it's taking a hit with the sun and stuff. So speak soon. Say bye, Summer. Say bye. Say high five. Say high five. High five. High five. Summer, what's this? High five. No, she's not playing today, are you? Is this warm weather? Hey? Is it warm weather? Is it warm weather? We're going down the garden? Should we go down the garden? You want to give Daddy a high five? Give me a high five then. High five. Good girl. Well done. Alright guys, just to top the video off for the week of the dye in the pond and Doing a few bits and bobs earlier on in the week. It's been busy times. I don't know where the time goes at the minute. Into the like a garden centre type place today. You got a couple of little bits as you do. A lantern, just a solar powered. Got a few little bits. I've redone these. See the fish. It's been absolutely beautiful weather in the UK at the moment. Really beautiful, as many people will know. It's about 10 to 10 on a Saturday night, so I thought I'd come out here and share with you what we should all be up to when we've got ponds. We enjoy it all the time. I enjoy it in winter. I'll get a coffee and a cup of tea and I'll wrap up and I'll come and sit here. So I enjoy this pond all year round. And I look at it and check it every single day. Got these two little lights today as well. So I'm going to pop the light on in a minute and it will no doubt kind of spoil the ambiance a little bit. It's actually darker than my camera's showing. It's showing like it's quite light in the sky, but it's not. It's a lot darker, obviously. I'll just show you what you can do with your garden, and you just keep building up these little bits and bobs. So the colour have just been fed. Let's have the light on. I've just got a pond light here, look. Set up. The proper switch and everything. So here's the koi by night. Absolutely doing great. Put some chloramine tea in the other day. And that's my final treatment, and I'm going to do some malachite in a week's time. And I might do 2 courses of that. And I've noticed that with the chloramine, it seems to have stopped my skimmer. That was working great guns. It's switched off now because my air goes off, and that goes off 4 times a day, as I've mentioned before. And this trough here and that trough there, I've actually bought some geraniums today and some nice rudbeckia, like a yellow daisy they are in the middle. And then I've divided these, these grasses, so hopefully they'll grow and get some nice contrast in there now, coming through a bit prairie style. So I cannot believe how much food these koi had last night. There's the little it's coming out a bit more now, look. Oh, it's gone. Anyone that's seen a vlog, I think about 15, will see that I got a longfin koi, and I bought the basket in the corner. You can see there I've got a lily in it, and that was at the bottom of the pond, and they just keep eating it, so I've raised it now, and that was the hiding place for the longfin koi. Well, since I've moved that now, it hasn't got an hiding place, so I've noticed it's venturing out more, and that was it at the bottom. It's not been to the top yet and picked up any food, it's just remained at the bottom. So it will be nice when that starts surfacing. So I put some more food in. Oh God, I poured loads of food in here last night. I bet you half a tub of this. So the water's at 21 degrees C, and they are I just cannot feed them enough at the moment. I've already sat here before. I thought I'd just wrap up the video for the week and poured a load of food in. But it will be nice when that long fin one comes to the surface and takes some food, of course. So I'm going to enjoy these for a few minutes, have a cup of tea. I'm going to go inside and test my reef tank perimeters. I'll sit there and listen to a bit of music. And I'm going to conclude by saying enjoy your koi, all weathers, all hours, depending on your lifestyle, of course. And I'd just like to say also that this pond does not have a UV, never has. I think it's 5 years old now, this pond. No UV, guys, and it's 4 foot deep. clarity's going better, and the biggest thing that's made that happen is me pulling the bottom drain every day and dumping my first mechanical chamber every day under my feet where I am. So I turn the valves off to the water inlet, open the drains, let it drain the first chamber, turn the taps off, open the valve, and it pulls all the crap out of the bottom drain. And it really does make a difference if you just drop the crap out of your mechanical every day in summer. There is a lot of fines in there, but the water clarity is quite good, as you can see. And like I say, no UV, fantastic. So things are looking good. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, please like, please hit the notification bell. It's obviously too dark to show you the pond, the one in the garden and the further down where I put the dye. But one thing I do want to say about that actually is the garden was really overgrown, so I've absolutely nailed it now down there. So you'll be probably quite shocked next time I show you that part of the garden. That's only because I put my finger up with the light. Incredible, isn't it? See the fish? Where is it? It's, you can't see it on camera, it's there I think. No, it's not. It's there, look. There it is. Right up there. So hopefully one day that will come up and it will show its face and we'll see what it's like. Well, they've had all that food already, look. That's how much they're smashing it. Incredible. They've had about 6 handfuls tonight like that. And I don't mind, because all I'll do tomorrow morning, I'll just pull the drain again. Tea time. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. Happy days, folks. Enjoy it. Be positive. Have positive thoughts. Don't let negative thoughts turn into negative feelings. Okay? Hope you enjoy the channel. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. And don't forget, if you're not already, join the Friendly Koi Keepers Facebook group. It's Friendly Koi Keepers, Friendly Reef Keepers that I want to try and grow. And also I've got Love and Orchids and Gardening, another Facebook page. Thanks for watching. Have a great week next week. Goodbye.